again, friends. Welcome new subscribers. I'm Brian from Apex Detail. If you're just starting out, you want to get into the detailing industry, if you want to do it part-time to earn extra money or start your own business, or maybe you just want to start taking care of your car a little bit better in your driveway, the best advice I can give off the bat is to start simple. Keep it simple. Basic washes, basic bumper-to-bumper cleaning. Once you have that routine down pat, you can easily step it up from there. One way to do that is to start offering or doing paint enhancements on your own car. And there are kits that are economical, such as the one we're going to look at today. There are kits that are more elaborate. I'm going to try to cover both ends of the spectrum, keep it balanced. I want to start to cover different types of kits, paint enhancement kits, correction kits, cutting kits, finishing kits, and one-step kits. And if you're enjoying the series, I'll keep it going. So I value your time as much as mine. Let's get out into the shop and start breaking this down. All right, so this particular kit here consists of the Chicago Electric 6-inch dual action polisher, $69. We just covered the Meguiar's Ultimate Compound, under $10 for 16 ounces. Here we have the Chemical Guys Hexalogic Orange Standard Foam Cutting Pads, again under $10 a piece. This here is a Buff and Shine Microfiber Cutting Pad, $7.99. And finally, you can pick up heavier light polishing pads or finishing pads, again, $6.99. When it comes to microfiber, I don't compromise there. It either has to have an edge that that's enveloped in silk, or it's going to be edgeless. You could pick up a pack of those 16 by 16, 450 GSM average for $16. Okay, and keep in mind, this package here is put together strictly for just paint enhancement, not removing swirls, scratches, blemishes, just to bring out some pop in the existing clear coat that you have. All right, so let's break down the kit piece by piece. And first we'll start with the Chicago Electric 6-inch dual action polisher, 5.7 amp, it's orbital, 6-speed variable speed polisher. The unit runs at 2,000 to 6,400 OPM, comes with a backing plate, also comes with a packet with manual instructions, extra set of brushes, Allen key, and the wrench to change out the backing plate. Also comes with a handle that you could thread in either side depending on if you're left-handed or right-handed. And similar to the Flex, it has this switch on the left side, and it has the speed dial towards the back of the unit. It's light at just under 5 pounds. Let me turn it on so you can hear it. Not a lot of vibration with this one. And you're not going to get a ton of vibration. It's not a long throw polisher. The orbit is 8 millimeters. I'll show you how the trigger works and the speed dial when we get to the look inside segment. The unit itself is not going to have a ton of power. It is a short throw and it's sold retail, so they want to keep the individuals who will go out and buy these out of trouble. So it will stall on corners, it'll stall on hard curves, and you just have to keep that in mind. I'm going to show you here how you can take off the backing plate, because if you do want to get some more power out of this little unit here, take off the backing plate and either put a 5-inch or a 4-inch. With the backing plate removed, we can see the counterbalance and the 8 millimeter throw here. It has a metal shroud instead of the plastic ones on its larger counterparts. The backing plate is 6 inches. Again, you can take that off, put it to the side, put on a 5-inch or a 4-inch, get more power. You can even put a 3-inch backing plate on there to get in tight spaces. Okay, so let's get to the look inside segment. We're going to take off the housing for the gearbox, which also doubles as a handle. It's plastic. It's not lined with rubber for comfort. The plastic is tough. It's at about 2.5 to 3 mils, depending on where you take the measurement. So it's impact. It's tough. You can drop it. It'll be fine. The same can also be said about the plastic housing around the motor. around the electronics, switches, and dials. 4 Phillips head screws will give you access to both the gearbox, and then 4 more will give you access to the motor itself. When and if you swap out that backing plate, when you put the other one back on, make sure the counterbalance has been swung around to the back of the metal housing. That way you can easily put your wrench in there, secure everything to spin on the backing plate, tighten it up, and you're good to go. Okay, next is the gearbox cover slash handle. I usually use this to grip, especially if it's lined with rubber, instead of using the handle that you thread into either side. But you can definitely use that. And whatever side you don't use the handle, they do supply a plastic screw. Start it by hand, finish it up with a quarter turn with a flathead screwdriver. No need to torque it down and strip the threads. All right, that's going to take care of the business end. Let's switch over to the other end where we can get inside and take a look at the dial, the switches, the wiring, the PCB, the brushes, and anything else they might have in there. Now again, and I have to say, similar to the flex polishers, they have one screw holding the end or the cap end of the housing, the plastic housing that surrounds the dial, the switches. Remove that and just gently slide it off. And you can see how this switch works as it slides front and back, and it presses on a switch and then depresses, and that gives you power to the unit. Here we have the 6-speed dial that's attached to the PCB encased in the black plastic box there. We have the carbon brushes on the top and the bottom of the unit. Now we want to slide this case back on, but do it carefully. As you can see here, you can easily pinch a wire. So slide it on, make sure the speed dial is free, spins back and forth, then you can put the screw back in. Again, it's just a single screw that holds that end cap on. All right, let's head out into the shop and give this polisher a short demonstration. We have a panel. It's scuffed, it's swirled, it's dull, it's scratched, you name it. But all we want to do is we want to enhance the finish a bit. We want to bring out some gloss, bring out some clarity, make it shine, make it pop. So I masked off an end of this fender, and we're going to work on it with this little polisher and the Buff and Shine microfiber pad. Now, we are using the Meguiar's Ultimate Compound, and we're using a Buff and Shine microfiber cut pad. Now, the Ultimate Compound, as I showed you the other day, it can be used in multiple steps. It can be used as a one-step. Depends what you want to get out of it, and that's going to be subjective as to what pad you choose. Now we have the polisher mid-speed with average pressure, but I'm going to start bearing down and tilt it to show you just how safe the polisher is. It will stall, especially when you come up against some real hard curves and angles, and that's on purpose, just to keep you from burning through or running into trouble. If it's your first time on the polisher, put a mark or two on that yellow backing plate, maybe one on either side with a permanent marker. That way you can keep track if the polisher is getting on too much of an angle or it's starting to stall because you're up against, a sharp body line or a curve. And this will help you keep the polisher upright until you get used to the unit. Now, as you can hear there, pressing down on a flat area on the panel directly on top of the polisher, it won't stall, it has plenty of power for that. Again, quality microfiber, guys, I can't stress that enough. The Costco towels, save those for the interior or door jams. Let's wipe off the residue with the Ultimate Compound. It's user-friendly, and as you can see, taking off the tape, a huge difference. We did our enhancement. Is it perfect? No. It still has the swirls, the scratches, most of the blemishes, but we enhanced what's there, and we made it stand out, made it pop, made it a bit glossy for the owner or yourself if you're taking care of your own car. Okay guys, I'm going to put a link down below for everything we covered here today. This is a kit that I would throw together if I wanted to expand, but make it easy on the wallet and make it products that are easy to get and user friendly. I hope this helps today, and I do want to help a little bit more and go one step further, and I want to give this kit to somebody that really needs it. Guys, let's keep this to you individuals who actually really need a polisher and some products. The first person that can name the first compound we covered in our compound series, I'm going to send this kit to you. I'm going to take care of the shipping, and I really hope it helps you get started. One way you could pay me back is just to give some feedback as to how it's going. So I hope it helps. I want you guys to be successful, happy, prosperous. I'll catch you guys in the next video.